Hello, everyone, and welcome back. The series Dr. Jeff Rocky Mountain Vet is back, and I had the opportunity to speak with Dr. Jeff recently about this show, this new season, also about his veterinarian clinic and how it's handling COVID-19. Let's take a look at our conversation.
Viewers adore Dr. Jeff, and if you love animals, you will too. His staff has been working overtime during COVID-19, and today he is going to take our pet care questions, discuss why emergency cases are on the increase during the pandemic, and he's going to talk about the all-new season of Animal Planet's Dr. Jeff Rocky Mountain Vet. Thanks, Dr. Jeff, for talking with us here.
Thank you very much for having me.
So let's start with the all-new season of Dr. Jeff Rocky Mountain Vet. Tell me more.
Well, I mean, technically the season that we're showing now is from over a year ago, so it's not going to reflect the COVID part of it. We don't have masks on or anything like that. The current season that we're filming is during COVID, so that's going to be kind of hard for people. You know, they're going to see it and say, "Oh, they're not wearing masks." Well, yeah, because it was before COVID. So, but it's a very interesting season. We do do some interesting things with alligators and jaguars, and you know, so it's a lot of fun. It was definitely a real challenge.
Absolutely. It's almost like we're going to have to put up disclaimers filmed before COVID because it's changed the world so much. And speaking of that, you have mentioned that animal emergency cases are on the rise during the pandemic. Why is that?
Yeah, I think part of it is so, from my perspective, part of it is that so many people are out of work or not fully employed, and you know, it comes back to finances. I mean, in Colorado, you pretty much can't go in without a $5,000 bill, and because our most expensive procedure is like $1,500, we're just inundated with you know, really hard cases. As you know, we used to do like 60 to 80 surgeries a day, and now we're down to about 40. But the difference is those 40 are much harder cases. My passion's been spay and neuter, but we do very little spay and neuter at this point because you know, we can't reject animals that are hit by cars and the foreign bodies and the cancer surgeries and the dentals and all those kind of things. So I feel like we provide a real important service. I just wish more nonprofits and veterinarians provided the same kind of service, because there's just a lot of people out there that really love their pets, but just don't have that extra, you know, $5,000 or $10,000 laying around to fix something that's pretty easily fixed, in my opinion.
And that may be more of a problem as many people are finding themselves with economic challenges during this pandemic. What do you recommend if that's the case, that you're really worried about affording your animals care?
Yeah, I don't know how this is all going to end. You know, it does scare me. I think, you know, as a profession, we have to look at, we're doing things, we're doing human medicine, and we've carried it over to the animal side, which is amazing. It's amazing. You know, you can get kidney transplants and pacemakers in your dog and things like that. Having said that, someone has to pay for it. You know, and the average American, the single moms, the people that are on fixed incomes, they don't have those kind of funds, you know, and just to get basic health care, they can't even get that. You know, we really need more of the big humane sites to step up and start opening full service type veterinary hospitals and provide these kind of services. There's always been this rift between humane societies and veterinarians that I've never understood, because in the end we should all be on the same boat and working for the same goal, and understand that people are on different scales. And you know, I guess I don't believe for a second that human medicine is the same across America, and I certainly know that animal medicine is not the same across America.
And speaking of the cost of veterinarian care, in your show, in this new series, in fact, you provide free care to a group of lovable fainting goats, and you also spay and neuter animals for free at a clinic.
Yeah, I mean, we have to pay, you know, we have to keep our doors open. My goal has always been the same, especially since we become 100% nonprofit, is we need to make enough money to pay our salaries. And then anything extra, you know, we'll beg, borrow, and steal is what it boils down to. But we're basically on a sliding scale. Our top price is still much lower than the average price around here. And then we'll go down to basically zero, depending on who, what, you know, when and where. And we, you know, but at the same time, we got to keep our doors open. And that's one of the biggest things with COVID. I think for a lot of the nonprofits, they're having a real hard time, because obviously if people are concerned about money, they're not donating as much money. And I understand that, your family comes first. That's understandable. But, we're doing everything we can to keep our doors open, and we're going to try to keep our prices. Right now, our most expensive thing, it tops out about $1,500. And we can do a lot for $1,500. We're not going to be making any money on it, but we know we're going to have a happy client and a healthy animal.
And when you look back to a year ago when you were filming this new season, do you have a moment that stands out in your mind?
Yeah, I spay a jaguar in Mexico, and I just can't begin to tell you, just to be around creatures like that is amazing. And to dart them and then to fix them. I mean, like, once again, how many vets in the world have spayed a jaguar? So there's always some cool things that come up. So yeah, I feel very fortunate, and I think that's been the one thing working with Animal Planet has given me just an opportunity to do things that very, very few people ever get to do.
I'm so looking forward to seeing that and watching all of your adventures, caring for animals. It's definitely a not-to-miss show. It airs Saturdays on Animal Planet. Thank you so much, Dr. Jeff, for joining us today.
Thank you.